Shalom, Michael Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel broad, lifting up the standing of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled, Speaking in the Ears of My People, Prophecy. 2nd Esdras 15th chapter, 1st verse. Speaking in the ears of my people, prophecy, and the words that I put in thy mouth, says the Lord. As we know, the Most High Yahweh was speaking to the prophet Esdras, okay, about the time we're living in now, okay, about the times of prophecy, about the time of the end, the time of all hell breaking loose on the planet Earth. This is what the Most High compelled his men to speak on, man, okay, because Apostle Tahar just did a video titled, if you ain't teaching this prophecy or something to that magnitude, then you're probably not a prophet. Because it's evident now, you know, and it's clear evidence that the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, which we know according to Revelation 13:16, the MOTB is the RFID chip, okay? And that's what we teach, and that's what we're going to continue to push, because, hey, that's what the scriptures say, okay? Unlike these other groups that tells you else, but through the Spirit, you have to understand that prophecy is the primary focal point of what we should be teaching, man, because if you call yourselves prophets of the Lord, how you going to call yourself a prophet of the Lord and you're not teaching prophecy? Okay, like I hear that shit all the time. And I guess Jake used that term loosely because they don't understand what it is to be a prophet. Okay, they say they're prophets, but they don't have any understanding of that. Because if they understood what the word prophet means, then they will actually teach the scriptures and they won't teach a cunningly devised lie. Okay, as a lot of guys are doing. As we know that the CBDC, which stands for Central Bank Digital Currencies, is getting ready to be a thing July 1st, okay, 2023. Majority of the world is pretty much already under that banner, okay, but like Apostle Tahar stated, he see by 2024 that the whole world, all 198 countries will be digital, okay, which is setting up the infrastructure for the mark of the beast. For them to chip everybody, because in order for them to get this infrastructure up and running, they have to institute the CBDC. Everything has to be pretty much digital token, so to speak. That's why as of last year, maybe years prior to that, they was talking about the concept of smart cities. And a 15-minute smart city is basically everything around you is hooked up to a particular grid, okay? Your cell phones, your homes, your appliances, all these things are hooked up to a centralized grid, okay, for the simple fact because this is the way that they're moving everything. You know, like right now, they got this, it's something called, and it's crazy because I got it in my house. I don't have the whole setup kit, but you got, which is called like the Apple accessories, okay? Now, I have through my smartphone, because I have an iPhone, and I hook up my lights through my phone, meaning that I could control my lights in a house through my phone, okay? And you can set it to be automatic. You could change the color. You could change the temperature. You could change the settings of the whole house. And, you know, you can sync all your appliances. You can sync up your radio. You can sync up the phone. You can sync up the iPad, the computer, you know, the music, everything. Like when a brother pull up to the crib, at one of the brothers' cribs, once he pull up to the spot, automatically his Bluetooth turns on and it starts to play music. Why? Because he has everything set up through a smart port. And this is out of the form of what Esau would consider convenience. Okay? Being convenient for the simple fact because, you know, that's what Esau was pushing. But it's really about ultimate control, as it has always been about control. Okay? Because once Esau gets a hold of this technology, once he get a hold of this information, he could just link you all up to one database, and there's going to be nothing for him to start to penalize you or to ostracize you if you don't live your life based on his draconian law, okay, which the New World Order is based on draconianism, point blank period, man. Okay, that's just what it's about. That's what it's always been about, and they're gonna sell it to you under convenience. You know, Aaron Russo bought that out, you know, when he basically stated that Nick Rockefeller, one of the elites, told him face to face that they want to microscopically tag everyone to put them under this particular grid, and they're going to be able to control their money, their finances, their taxes, everything. Because right now, in order for Esau to really come after you, if you owe money or whatever, basically he got to hunt you down. He got to summon you, or somehow, some way, he gets your bank account information, which can take several months, you know, sometimes even years, perhaps, on how hidden you are off the grid. But with this type of technology, Esau Edom, man, the minute you owe a debt, he can just deduct it from your chip. It's just that simple. He ain't got to track you down. He has you in a database. He type in your social security number, X, Y, and Z. Your debt pops up. Bam, he hit a button. Before you know it, he's basically extorted you for some money. Okay, which is wickedness at its complete in entirety, because he's playing the Most High. Okay, he's playing Yahweh Bashim and Habushai on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? And through the spirit, said, like we've been saying, this is going to be the reality of it. You know, because shit, man. Go back to the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. You got the credit cards. You know, you had the walkie-talkies and all that other shit. But even credit cards was a form of digital payments. Okay, because the receptors in the card and the particular technologies that's in these particular cards, they're able to transfer, and they can read certain information, and they can transfer the information through the receiver, and before you know it, they have the money. Instant transit, you know, like an instant transit type thing, you know. Same thing with the chip readers. When you put your card inside the credit card scan, you put it in there for 3 to 5 seconds, it reads it, and then all of a sudden it reads the chip on the card, and before you know it, your transactions are processed, and there you go. You see? So that's not too far-fetched to believe. It's not far-fetched at all. They showed you that in Minority Report. They showed you that in Total Recall. I don't know if they did a remake of it, but I know they did show it in the first Total Recall. They showed it in Demolition Man. Okay, they showed it in a James Bond movie. I believe it may have been not Quantum of Solace. It may have been Spectre. I think it was Spectre, when basically they needed to track him because he was pretty much going rogue. So basically he had to put his hand inside this machine, and MI6 told him, they said, well, look, we're able to track every move with this. And he ain't think shit of it. He like, okay, I don't give a shit. Okay, because hey, man, Esau is the devil. All right. And shalom to you, Akim, out there on the coming board. Yahweh Shemam Shai Barakatah. 2 Corinthians 2:11, the brother GMS 4 wins. What the fuck is going on here? I might be needed. It says here, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. All right, so it was Casino Royale. So it was actually the first one. They came out with Daniel Craig. I don't know why I was thinking of Spectre, but it was the first one. Con. But anyway, they basically microchipped his ass so they could track his every move, but that didn't stop him from doing what he did. You know, but they showed you in an MI6 database, they was able to track everything he did. They knew where he was at, when he was going to be, and basically that's how they was able to keep tabs on him. All right, so that's a similar fashion that we've been speaking on, because the CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency, that's the start of it. You know, that's the start of it. And then from that point, it just gets more advanced. Now, how FedNow works, we just have to wait and see. But from what we do know that there's going to be a means to a mediator to dealing with the currency. Okay, meaning that the federal government, they're going to have direct access to all the databases. There's not going to be any middlemen, any third-party transactions. There's nothing that's going to be done under the table. You're not going to be able to be paid under the table, because here coming July, they're going to really push this thing. All right. Now, will they fully go digital July 1st? I mean, I don't know. We have to wait and see. But we do know that is the rollout. Okay, I'm pretty sure that it's going to take some time. But, you know, if we are articulately correct, then we do know that Esau Edom has this technology already. And just with the click of a button, shit could just become digital within a matter of seconds, man. So who knows? The whole state of Babylon may just go digital on July 1st. But we don't know yet. We have to wait and see. Okay. Because right now, a lot of places, they're not taking cash. Prime example, the car wash by my crib, that they don't take cash anymore, and they stopped taking cash about a month ago. I'm like, hey, man, I want to do X, Y, and Z. They said, well, next week, if you come and sign up for a membership, just know that we're not dealing with cash anymore. And I was like, oh, word? And, you know, that's just what it was. They wasn't dealing with the cash anymore, okay? But that's to be expected, because they're trying to get this system up and running. They already have the technology. They have the digital infrastructure for it. They got smart appliances, smart cameras, all types of shit. So it's not hard to believe that, okay? But anyway, brothers, man, this was just something quick through the spirit. I'm actually at my destination. I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashimi Hawashai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Want to get double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball. To the next lesson. Shalom.